Hey everyone, it's VAM. Today I'll be showing you how to use the cycle force. For those who don't know, the cycle force can be compared to a piston, which drag your controller from point A to point B and repeats on and on. To get your cycle force, go into the plus icon over here, go into force, and then cycle force. Press add atom to add it to your scene. Now we can't see the cycle force because it's not a physical object. What we can do is press T on your keyboard and select the icon for the cycle force. I have no idea why, but the cycle force always pops up very far from your subject. So select the little lightning bolt over here. This is going to be your cycle force. What I do suggest is dragging it to your subject. It doesn't change much besides being able to see where it's pointing at. So drag it close to your subject. In this case, I'll be adding it to the fist to simulate a brushing teeth animation. Let's be honest, it's not going to be brushing teeth in your scenes, but this is YouTube, so let's keep it safe for work. Now that it's close to my hand controller, I am going to link it to the hand. There are two ways you can link the cycle force to your controller. First off is select receiver from scene. If you click this, you're going to see all of the available controllers in your scene. In some scenes, you'll be having multiple characters stacked on top of each other, and selecting the right controller can get a little bit difficult. So the next way you can add your cycle force to your character is going to the receive atom over here, clicking this, and going to your drop down menu over here. You can manually select which character is going to receive the cycle force, and then which is going to be the receiver inside your character. In this case, it's going to be the left hand, so I'm going to select left hand. As soon as I select left hand, the cycle force is going to come into action. Once you linked your cycle force to your hand, you're going to see this little gizmo over here. This shows you in which direction your cycle force is working on. If you rotate your cycle force, it's going to change where in the direction your cycle force will be working on. So this is a very nice way to see where it's working on. This is why I asked you earlier to drag your cycle force next to your controller so you can see where it is actually working. So you can change the rotation, as I said earlier, with your rotation in your move tab over here. For now, let's stick into the cycle force menu. I'm going to show you what these tabs do over here. I don't know precisely every one of them, but most of them, the important ones, I know. So I'll be showing you what these sliders do. So first off, we have the most important one. It's going to be the force factor. It's going to be the reach that your force is going to be having on your controller. So if I turn this up, I'm going to lose all monetization on YouTube and probably have it taken down. But as you can see, the bar over here reaches much further. It's going to be showing you where the length of the force is going to be applied. Next off, we have the torque factor. It's going to be the strength that's going to be applied to your force. After that, we have two side sliders that apply to the force's quickness. So this is in the name. It's going to be how quickly it's going to apply. It's going to start very quick and then ease out in the long run. Oh my god, this is so suggestive. Yeah, she's still brushing her teeth. I'm gonna put these to the default values so I can minimize the chances of this being taken down. I should have actually used a sphere for this. I don't know why I chose the hand. Next off, we have one very important one as well, and it's called the cycle period. So if you want to have your cycle force doing much smaller thrusts but not completing the cycle from A to Z, you can lower this value. So 0.50 is going to be a complete cycle. So if you lower this to let's say 0.21, as you can see, this cycle is shorter and not yet completed, but the action goes much faster, which could be interesting for shorter thrusting, but faster. I'm gonna let it to 0.50. Cycle ratio, I never really use that, but you can make your cycle much longer. So if I put it to 0.8, it's going to be a longer thrust. And 0.19 is not going to be a complete cycle. So this is pretty much it. This is very useful for doing pretty much any suggestive scenes, because I usually use the timeline to do some more complex animations, but if you only want a thrusting animation, the Cycle Force is perfect for that, and in my opinion is an essential tool to creating scenes into VAM. This was Level M22, thanks to you guys for watching, see you in the next tutorial.